If you want these horror stories to continue, please subscribe now and don't forget to like. The farm sat far from the main road, surrounded by endless fields of dead corn. No birds flew above it. No animals wandered near it. The land looked fertile, but nothing grew the same way twice. At night, the soil made sounds, soft, wet movements, like something breathing beneath the ground. The farmers said it was normal. The farmers worked day and night without rest. Their faces were pale, eyes sunken, hands always dirty with soil, no matter how often they washed them. They never laughed. They never complained. They never left the farm. And they never allowed visitors near the barns. Every barn door was locked with heavy chains. From inside came dull thumps, slow dragging sounds, and sometimes whispers, not animal sounds. Human voices, low and broken, begging for things that made no sense. Daylight, names, memories. The farmers pretended not to hear. The crops grew unnaturally fast. Corn stalks taller than houses, vegetables with strange shapes, twisted like fingers. The soil was warm, too warm. When it rained, the water turned dark before sinking into the ground. Sometimes a farmer would disappear. No funeral, no questions. The next morning, the fields looked greener, and a new farmer appeared, quiet, obedient, eyes empty, as if the land itself had grown him. Beneath the barns was not dirt, but tunnels, wide, pulsing, alive. The farm was not built on land. It was built on something ancient, something hungry. The real harvest happened at night. Farmers led figures into the barns, people who once came looking for work, shelter, or help. The ground accepted them, and the fields drank deeply. Not everyone was taken by force. Some stayed willingly. The farm whispered promises: food, safety, purpose. Those who listened became part of the soil, alive, but no longer human. Every year, the farm grew larger. Fields stretched where forests once stood. Barns appeared overnight. Roads slowly vanished. Maps changed. People forgot. The truth was simple. There were no farmers, only the farm, and it would always need hands to work it and bodies to feed it. Morning came without sunlight. A thick gray haze covered the farm, pressing down on the fields like a heavy breath. The barns stood still, their doors finally open, chains lying useless in the mud. Inside, there were no animals, no tools, only deep grooves carved into the floor, as if something enormous had been dragged back into the earth. The fields moved, not from wind, from beneath. The soil rose and fell slowly, patiently, remembering every step ever taken upon it. The farm did not wake. It continued. One by one, the remaining farmers walked into the fields. Their faces were calm, empty of fear. They knelt, pressed their hands into the warm earth, and allowed it to take them. There was no screaming, no resistance. The ground closed smoothly, leaving no trace. By midday, the crops stood taller than ever, heavy and dark with life that did not belong to this world. The air smelled rich, sweet, and wrong. Miles away, a traveler noticed the farm for the first time, certain it had never been there before. The road curved toward it without warning. The land had finished feeding. Now it was ready to grow again. The end